Jaguars preseason kicks off this Saturday against the Dallas Cowboys. Your Jacksonville Jaguars need some practice when it comes to live game time opponents, and I need some practice when it comes to preview videos. So let's get it. So before I get into this video, big shout out to this video's sponsor, BetUS. Guys, you don't need to wait until the regular season to start betting on different NFL games. This Saturday, you actually have a spread where the Jaguars are favored by 4 points and the over-under is set at 38. So, like I said, man, if you guys want to get in on some action, I'm not a big fan of preseason football, but I am a fan of winning money, and that is what you can do with the Jaguars game or just any game this preseason. And you can also go take a look at different futures and everything, all at BetUS. You can use my code down below. They're going to match your deposit by 125%. So you put down $100, they're going to debit $225 into your BetUS account. So go over there, man. Check them out and really appreciate them for sponsoring this video. Now, with that said, let's get on to this preview. So Jaguars and Dallas. You can maybe call this a revenge game. I know a lot of you guys remember that awesome game against Dallas last year where the Jaguars won in overtime off of a Rayshon Jenkins pick six.
Let's go!
Awesome game, one of the best environments I've ever seen in that stadium. And look, the Jaguars going to run it back. Of course, it's not going to be the same type of feelings in that game, but it'd be cool to kind of kick this season off with them. Now, the big question before every preseason game is, will the starters play, and for how long will the starters play? Well, Doug Peterson actually did say, he initially announced on NFL Network that the starters will be expected to play about 2 series. So, Peterson thinks it's important for the starters to play and just feel the way a real football game feels. And, the big question is this the right thing to do? Now, we're going to know the answer to this question after the game. If they go in there, the Jaguars score 2 touchdowns, the defense locks down the opponents, and nobody gets hurt, then boom, that, hey, this is, pretty good. But if the Jaguars go in there and, get a couple of guys nicked up, then we could sit here and say, why are we playing starters? But I think it is pretty critical for the Jaguars players to play. And I kind of go back and forth on this, but I do feel that, look, we're going to be playing 17 NFL games. You can't protect these guys 100% of the time, and you want to be able to start off hot. So it's always interesting to see the different coaching philosophies out there. We remember, Doug Marrone would always play players. Doug Peterson believes in playing players. You have some teams out there that they never play their starters at all, during the preseason. It's always interesting to see the different philosophies, but then once the NFL kind of starts, you forget completely what happened in the preseason. So one thing to expect on the opposite end is that the Cowboys starters, I don't think they're going to play. Now, I'm recording this video on Wednesday at 5:36 p.m. Eastern time. As of right now, Mike McCarthy has not stated anything about whether or not starters will play. I looked at it last year. The starters did not play in the first preseason game. So there's a good chance the Jaguars are kind of playing against some backups. But nonetheless, it should be good. Now, what does this mean? Look, we're going to be extremely crucial to the Jaguars on the first two drives. This is one thing that drives me nuts about, preseason, because we really don't have a lot out there yet, and we don't really have a lot to analyze. With the Jaguars put up different vertical videos with Trevor Lawrence slow-mo balling it out to a receiver, but we don't really get true, back at the camera, see the all 22 and really see things go. So we're going to be really, really hyper critical of what the Jaguars do, this Saturday. But what's going to happen this game now? Outside of starters playing for a couple drives, Doug Peterson does expect rookies to play a little bit longer. Right tackle Anton Harrison, who the Jaguars drafted in the first round of the 2023 NFL draft. Coach Peterson said that he's expected to play about a drive or two longer than the regular starters. That's good stuff. Bringing a guy and have him play longer. Look, he has no NFL experience, and he's going to play a pretty pivotal role, for the Jaguars this season. So Anton Harrison playing a little longer. Now, unfortunately, the Jaguars on the offensive line were a bit dinged up right now. I mean, we're down two left guards right now, with Ben Barch and Shatley being hurt. Now, Blake Hance will probably get a lot of playing time. I imagine Walker Little will start at left guard to begin this game. Then Cam Robinson will play his usual position of left tackle. I think it's important to be able to get Walker Little as many left guard reps as possible because, look, he's the week one starter. He's the week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 starter at left guard. So definitely make sure that, he goes in there, because I don't know if he has any experience when it comes to NFL game reps at that position. So, definitely get his feet wet when it comes to that. And I think the thing I'm most excited for this game, of course, I'm excited to see Trevor, excited to see Ridley, all that. But I think I'm most excited to see Trayvon Walker. I want to see Arsenal, like a new arsenal of pass rushing moves from him. He had his regular bull rush last year. I want to see some hand swiping. I want to see some swim moving. I want to see what this man has been working on, because the two training camp practices that I went to, I really didn't see, a lot of that. So that's one thing that I'm really interested in seeing. And even guys behind him, how about Jordan Smith? Jordan Smith was a guy that the Jaguars drafted, I believe it was the 4th round of the 2022 NFL draft. Didn't play much his rookie season. Then he actually got hurt in OTAs last year, tore his ACL. Didn't see him at all in 2022. And he was the 2021 draft, by the way. I said 2022. 2021 draft. He didn't play at all in 2022. And look, the Jaguars are very, very shallow, not very deep at all at edge rusher. So I'm definitely looking to see some Jordan Smith. How about your Yasir Abdullah? He is a rookie from, I believe it was Louisville or NC State. What school did he go to? Just looked it up on my phone. He went to Louisville. I knew it was something red in the ACC. So, Louisville guy. I'm excited to see him. I know a lot of people are pretty high on him, and maybe he makes a big impact his rookie year. We're going to see about that. And there's also, I had to mention it because there's people out there that want me to. That's Kayvon Chaisson. Look, there's a certain group of people that are high on Kayvon Chaisson, and maybe Jags fan 289 on Twitter might be high on him, but you're not going to see me pushing him too much. I mean, if a dog is pissing on my leg, you're not going to be able to convince me that it's raining out, So Kayvon Chaisson's going to have to prove it to me if he's going to really get a big step up. But hey, I'll definitely welcome being wrong about him. But we'll see on that. Some more guys. Antonio Johnson. Look, I really love this guy. I literally made a whole entire video dedicated to him last week. I'm really, really hoping that he finds a way to break through to the starting nickel spot outside of Trey Herndon, kind of beats him out, at least probably sometime during the year. I'm really, really hoping on that. So I want to see him get some action. Of course, different rookies. Tank Bigsby, I imagine, will get plenty of carries. Britton Strange, another guy. I imagine we're going to see those guys playing, second quarter, hopefully maybe even into the third quarters. Would love to see kind of what those guys have. Calvin Ridley will be playing. I'd be remiss if I didn't say him. I'm excited to see him, his first time wearing the number 0 in a Jaguar uniform. Now, what do I want from this game? Look, there's going to be 2 drives on offense. I'm hoping for at least 10 points. I want 10 points one way or another. You're playing against most likely a backup defense. They're not going to have Micah Parsons out there, I don't imagine. Some of their top guys, I don't see that happening. So be able to drive on them, get some first downs, convert, and and go out there and do some work, man. I'm really excited for it. Now, my status for this game, I will not be in town. I will be taking a vacation, a preseason vacation, because, my wife is allowing me to, I work full time. I'm studying for the CPA exams. I'm doing YouTube at night. She deserves a nice little trip. So, that's on me. So I'll be out of town for this game. So obviously no live stream. I will be coming out with a rough recap. I'll, of course, watch as much as I can when it comes to replay wise and give my thoughts. But overall, it's a preseason game. So, whatever. I'll be back early next week as the Jags get ready for joint practices with the Detroit Lions. Should be awesome. Should be really awesome. So I'm definitely excited for that. Now, and to end this, a shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. Like I said, guys, check them out. Link down below. If there's any kind of, wager you guys may like, go ahead and do that. If you guys use my link, it definitely helps me out when it comes to being able to, make this financially make sense for me to continue spending my time to put out videos, out there. So, really appreciate them for sponsoring this channel and sponsoring me for this year. And with all that said, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Please drop a like for me on your way out. Subscribe if you aren't already. It's going to be a really, really fun season. I'm going to be just pushing out as much content as I literally can. And all the way. And look, September's almost here. We're going to be coming out with these live game reactions. Best time of year is fall. Football season leads you right into Christmas. It's a great time of year, okay? So appreciate you guys. Go Jags.